Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Christina Nietzsche. Today, I'm gonna be going over this beautiful Smeg 4-slice toaster just in time for the holidays. Stay tuned. So in this video, I'm going to discuss the features, the functions, and also all of the measurements, and even discuss how the actual toaster performs. So first, I wanna go ahead and just kind of go over the dimensions with you guys. And so this way, you know if this is something that's going to fit your counter space and so on. It is 13 inches high, 11 3/4 inches in width, and it is 7.5 inches in height. Now, the actual individual toaster slots, I measured the kind of like the length myself because it didn't actually have that in the description. So just to note, roughly from here to here, it was 6 inches. And then also the width of the actual toast slot itself was 1.25 inch. This is definitely very lightweight. It's only 8 pounds and 6 ounces. Another thing that I also wanted to mention was the actual cord length. So the cord length was roughly 35 inches. And just to note, I did actually measure from the very bottom right here. So I didn't go all the way underneath. I measured what was important. So I started basically from here and then ended all the way to right before the actual prongs on the toaster. All right, now let's talk about the outside portion of this toaster. This is a steel toaster with a powder coat enamel finish. This helps to resist scratches, stains, and corrosion. The ball lever knobs right here are made out of stainless steel. It does have like that non-slip feature on the actual feet itself. And it does have a built-in cord wrap for safety. So for those of you that are able to plug this in very close to the outlet, you can wrap that extra around the bottom of the toaster, which is really awesome. Okay, so let's talk about colors, because I'm sure there are some of you that won't like this beautiful, I call it kind of like a seafoam green color, but officially this is called a pastel green. It comes in white, it comes in a pastel blue, cream, this pastel green that you see featured here, stainless steel, red, and finally black. Now I'm gonna turn this around so you guys can see the crumb trays. Now the crumb tray, like the very face part of it, that is actually plastic. You actually just push in to open it. And then of course you've got your metal crumb tray. And just note, for every 2 section of slices, there is an additional crumb tray. So you've got a total of 2. All right, so moving right along, there are a couple features to note. You do have this button on each side right here. This is the defrost button. You also have the bagel function button. One thing about the bagel function button is what is the difference, right? So this is what happens. Basically, when you put the bagel in, you wanna make sure, because it's only gonna be toasting it on one side. So it can be a little bit confusing, and some people don't necessarily read over the whole manual. So if you're wanting to use the bagel toasting function, then what you wanna do is whatever side that you wanna toast your bagel on, you're going to actually put that like facing the outside of the toaster. And that is the portion that is going to be toasted. Now, if you look on the knob, there's also another feature right here. This is your reheat feature. So in other words, if you're just looking to reheat that slice of toast, then you can just set it on there and it's not going to make it any darker. Another thing that I want to note is that if you are looking at stopping your toast in like the mid-range of the cycle, then what you want to do is you want to press this stop button right here. It doesn't actually work if you do kind of like what you would normally do with a standard toaster, which is like flip this knob back up. It doesn't work that way. So make sure that if you're wanting to end the toasting cycle in the middle of it, then make sure that you press the stop button. I thought it was only fair to show you guys just how this toaster performs. So to be fair, I did toast 6 slices of bread on the 6 different settings. Now, one thing to note on the settings is that even though there are 6 areas labeled 1 through 6, there is actually a dot in between. So there's kind of like that little half setting. So it's gonna be like a little bit darker or a little bit less depending on your taste. But just for the sake of showing you guys how it worked, I just set those on 1 through 6 for each slice. Okay, so last but not least, I want to talk about cleaning. The one thing that you do not want to do, especially on something this beautiful, you do not want to use anything abrasive. Don't use any of like those glass cleaning creams or anything like that. You want to use just a soft, wet, probably microfiber is going to be the best because that is going to give you the least scratching at all. So I actually use just one of these, one of those, you can get them like those auto stores or probably Walmart or Target or wherever. So I also use a dry cloth, a dry microfiber cloth after I'm done to kind of get like any fingerprints or anything like that off of the machine. And that'll ensure that it stays looking pretty beautiful like it just came out of the box. So another thing to note, I did use this machine only a couple times, and to be fair, I always do reviews after some months or even years down the road on this product. So definitely like stay tuned for that if you're interested. But if you're looking for a beautiful retro style toaster that is just like really beautiful to the eye, then this is definitely a great Christmas gift. So as far as in performance, I have no complaints. I mean, it is a toaster, so take it for what it's worth. It is a beautiful addition to add to your kitchen appliances if you want something aesthetically pleasing to the eye. So if you try this Smeg toaster out, please let me know in the comments below. If you have any questions about it, definitely put them below as well. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, definitely share and subscribe for future reviews. Please don't forget to check out this video above. I do a lot of really good reviews on things that I personally love. And stay tuned because I'm going to be doing more Smeg appliance reviews.